Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and I know this video is a bit late. It's another movie theory video, and basically this one's gonna be discussing a Star Wars movie theory. Yeah, I know Force Awakens came out on December, and I'm finally doing a Star Wars theory after so long. But this one's gonna be basically what happened to Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, I mean everybody's favorite character, Jar Jar Binks. What the hell happened to him? Um, so yeah, after episode 3, I believe. Yeah, after episode 3, nobody really knows what happened to Jar Jar Binks. Now, George Lucas did have a plan for him to make him one of the bigger, to make him a bigger antagonist throughout the prequels. However, due to his reception during the first film, episode 1, many people really didn't like him. They didn't really want to see him again. So he's kind of just thrown to the background for episodes 2 and 3, never to be seen again. So, what happened to Jar Jar Binks? Um, yeah, okay, I know this is kind of a small theory. Again, I kind of just want. This is probably gonna come out wrong, but I kind of just want to get this video done. Like, I want to give it to you guys, but I also want to give it. I'm a little bit busy, but I still want to give it to you guys. So I mean, that probably came out wrong. Probably shouldn't have said it, but eh. So, yeah. So what happened to Jar Jar Binks as of The Force Awakens? So the Death Star, what is it, 3? Or the Star Killer base, or whatever, during the Force Awakens, it destroys like 5 different planets. Now supposedly one of those planets is Coruscant. Now, if you guys don't remember, back in episode 2 and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, Jar Jar Binks, he was one of the Jedi Council members, or he was a council member on Coruscant. He was helping Palpatine. Yeah, he was helping Emperor Palpatine do his business. He was helping him, elaborate on stuff. And yeah, so what happened to Jar Jar Binks? Now, there's basically 2 things that could have happened to Jar Jar Binks, as it is. Either A, he could have, or 3 things actually. He could have been in Coruscant by the time that he could have been on the planet of Coruscant when the planet exploded, meaning that Jar Jar Binks is dead, which is probably the theory that everybody likes more. And the one piece of evidence that probably most supports this theory is the fact that originally originally that J.J. Abrams wanted to put a Jar Jar Binks skeleton into the Force Awakens somewhere. Now that he didn't know where to put it exactly, so he kind of scrapped that idea. But the fact that they already had considered the fact they already considered killing off Jar Jar Binks by the time the Force Awakens happens, is a pretty good indicator that Jar Jar Binks is dead by this point. Another theory is that he is dead, however, it's before the events of Force Awakens or before the destruction of Coruscant. Again, same evidence. He was originally, a skeleton of him was originally supposed to be included in the Force Awakens, however, it was never done. The idea was scrapped, so his fate was left unknown. The third theory is that he is still alive and he is either back in his he's either back at his home planet or at another base or another Jedi temple or somewhere else in space. I mean, I would like to say he's back at his home base or his home planet, because logically there's really nowhere else I think he'd be allowed in, considering who he is. Such an annoying piece of shit alien. But yeah, it's basically a theory. Is he dead or is he not dead? Um, two out of 3 chances that he is dead at this point, whether it be before the events of Force Awakens or during Force Awakens when Coruscant is completely destroyed. Is there a possibility that he could be alive at this point? Possibly he could be on his home planet. I don't even remember what his home planet is. But yeah, it's just a really cool theory, and it's also something I thought of when I watched the movie. I don't know if I mentioned it in my review of the Force Awakens, but it is something I kind of thought of in my review for the movie. Wouldn't Jar Jar Binks be dead if he's still in that planet with the Jedi Council? I couldn't think of the name of it during the movie because I was kind of distracted on the movie. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's dead at this point. Regardless, I think he's dead. All right, and if he's not, then hopefully he's dead soon. So yeah, it's basically what happens to Jar Jar Binks. What are your thoughts? Do you hope Jar Jar Binks is dead, or do you have another theory on what happened to Jar Jar Binks? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.